Hello guys, Woohoo here, back with another news video. This time it is week 11. So this time around on the live stream they went over the Vanguardian, which is the first thing we are going to go into. But I do have a video where I go over all about the Vanguardian stuff like that on my YouTube, so go check that out. So I won't really go more into this. Of course, always you can always check below the stream. You can always check out these full patch notes or live stream notes, whatever. So again, shout out to Zero for making these every week, so I can make well, not so I can make, but so we can all enjoy the live stream notes. So if we don't have an opportunity to watch the live stream, but I would suggest again go watch that as well. But Devon Guardian, as you can see, is here, has all his abilities and stuff like that. I'm not going to go over them exactly, but I will talk about, you know, his class gem. Here you can see the basic combo moves and melee form. It reduces ability cooldown slightly. So as you have the as the class you might know now is the Boomeranger, which has a third ability. If you hold in your attack animation, it will, if you have a sword for example, it will do like a one slash, and then like a spin move. That's his third one, and then he starts over. The same has the Vanguardian, where he has in his melee form, he has like punch, and then he does like an uppercut thing that used to knock things back, but doesn't do that anymore, which is really nice. And that when he does the third attack, that reduces the cooldown of your abilities slightly. So with some cooldown reduction, I guess that's pretty nice and stuff like that. But it's a nice class gem. That's what I'm saying. I tried it on the PTS server when it was up back then. Then it had the knockback, which wasn't feeling really nice. So of course we haven't tried it out after that. But I think with this change, it's pretty nice. And here they talk about the how to obtain the class and stuff like that. I have also been over that in other videos and stuff like that. But next week they are actually going to mention, they will discuss the upcoming packs. There's a pack that is 3,000 credits, and there's a $50 pack. If you buy the 30 credit pack, you can upgrade that one to the $50 pack for $20. I don't know if it's the same in euro and stuff like that, but it's like that. So if you were wondering, but they're gonna talk it on the next week. So as we can see right now, they didn't mention a release date, so it's not coming tomorrow as you're watching this video. So we only have one more Tuesday left in this month, and we were kind of promised it went in March. Or, well, that was at least what people were saying. I don't know if it actually was 100% confirmed, but I think it was kind of by the developers. I would love to see again some more information from Trine World saying, oh well guys, we couldn't fit it all, or we couldn't make it good before, you know, we have to go into April or something like that, right? And it's gonna come in April, just put that information out there. Or just say it to us, well, guys, it's still coming in March. You know, there's only one Tuesday left, but is it gonna come? It is gonna come in March, and then we'd be like, okay, well, it's gonna be that Tuesday, right? So everybody could prepare a little bit instead of just dropping everything on us, like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a big patch today. Was like, what? Right? We want to prepare a little and actually, you know, kind of have some kind of. But I have, of course, been doing that, and I've suggested to other people to do that as well to prepare themselves to this. But that is basically the class. Like I said, I won't go into it anymore like that, but I want to just show you guys a little bit about that. So let's get into the questions. You want to revisit other classes? They're again the same Revenant. Revenant is being looked at currently. So the Revenant is they're talking about again balancing it and or a rework. And again, I want to say this, maybe the 100th time I've said this. Buffing something is not a rework. That's just to me. To me, reworking is that it gets maybe new abilities, different gameplay styles, but it's basically the same as you're buffing everything. So it's not a balancing in anything. Well, not really. You're buffing things. You know, that for me is not really a rework. But that's my opinion. Yeah. Anyways, there's something with consoles. You can read about that one. Oh, yeah, I thought, yeah, okay. Possible to win the inventory. You let us press up to loop. Oh, yeah. If you are in the collection tab, if you have your collection tab, there's a like open and lock everything. The scroll down window, if you can call it like that. It basically opens all, so you can see all of them, but you can also scroll them all together, squeeze them together. I don't know if I can really not explain it better than that, I think, but they're talking about having the same thing because, you know, your inventory material tabs are also always open, so you have to the first one you have to scroll all the way down. So if there was an option where you can like squeeze them all together and then just open the one you need, would be actually pretty nice. And yeah, that would be actually pretty nice. That's a very very nice question, and should be actually just been, you know, in there somewhere, right? There's also a console issue. There's something they're improving the NPCs. With the new daily bonus fragment Friday applies to dragons. I'm specifically wondering about Void and the new. These are the fragments you get. Basically, the Void Catcher is the one you get from Shadow Caches. When you open Shadow Caches, there's a chance of getting that Chaos Dragon, Void Dragon, whatever you're gonna call it. Made by Sky, by the way. And also the new fragments for the 2 new dragon coming in the lesser and greater neon caches, new zip boxes that are coming there. You're correct. The bonus applies. The bonus applies to fragment that drop in the worlds and not from these coming from boxes. So it doesn't matter when you open these. It would be nice if it was, but I kind of see why it wouldn't. I'm kind of like in, yeah, either or. It doesn't really matter for me, if you can say it like that. It's nice that it's okay. It doesn't. It's okay if it did, but yeah, it doesn't come out of boxes. So open your lesser dragon caches, or sorry, not lesser. Well, lesser neon caches, and also the shadow caches anytime you want. No, nothing like that. Beside the Vanguardian, will the stream disclose 2 additional packs? Going to talk about that next. Okay, so there is going to be more packs. I only saw 2 new packs on the PTS server, so they might have a pack for the dragons, maybe individually or maybe like together or something like that. Will the stream disclose the ETA on the hero? No, but very soon. Okay, so we got a little bit of an answer there, I guess, but so yeah, okay, but very soon. Just say if it's gonna be this month or next month. Like it's not that hard, you know. Give yourself, if you guys are pressured with time, you can always just like give it another month. I personally would love to see some content now, but I can also wait as long as I have the information, right? If somebody says, oh, it's gonna, well, we couldn't like I said before, we couldn't like get it right in the first. What do you call it, like this month, so we're actually going to push it, and it's going to be next month. We don't know when it's going to be next month, but it's going to be next month, right? That would just be awesome, you know. So like, okay, sure, guys, cool. If you need time, that's cool. Just let us know and stuff like that. Kind of an instead of soon. The soon is done too much. Like it's very soon. We're gonna be soon. Like soon. What is soon? Like is that tomorrow? Is that 3 years from now? That's soon. No, it's just give us like something, and just be honest whenever it's out, right? Just give you guys yourself like more time if you need more time, you know. If people get mad about that, well, yeah, I guess from my perspective, people get more mad about people saying soon than actually just, hey guys, we gotta push it. You just be honest about it and stuff like that. If you're honest, you know, things more or less always works out. Anyways, that was more of a rant than I should have. Since the club update, let's say about adding 5 times or 6 times the pay a bit. Broad last time something we're considering now. Oh, okay, adding quest in like okay, like okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I mean like quest that has like five of these things and 10 of these things, like, and the payout. So they brought up last stream is something they were considering now. Some classes carry more weight. Devs were consider nerfing to create balance. I think this is like a very, very common right now because they were hinting at that the Vanguardian was going to like be the number one DPS and like change everything and stuff like that. I think they kind of, said that, and then when people got their hands on it on the PTS server, I know I've gotten a lot of buffs since then, but I think people were just underwhelmed when they tried to use it on the PTS server and were like, well, didn't really cut it. And then we haven't had the PTS server up since then. So I think they should have the PTS server up so people could kind of try it out again and see if it does change, because I feel like these questions comes from these. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. I'm just saying, maybe get the PTS server with the new buffs and stuff like that. Just an idea. Next thing is the Vanguardian's passive, the touchdown. That's the one you use flight. I actually say in my video, in the other video I did on the Vanguardian, that it's like exclusive. I kind of made it like exclusive for him or something like that. I don't know. But the Superman pose is actually the new wings coming. That's actually not a wings, but actually makes him look like Superman. That's the wings that does that. So you don't have like wings coming out, but you have the Superman pose or whatever you can call it. And the touchdown thing is the explosion, but it's exclusive to the Vanguardian, which also is his passive. So you can, or his subclass. So when you have the Vanguardian subclass and you use it on a different character, like the Shadowhunter, for example, right? Then the Shadowhunter now also can destroy blocks and stuff like that. And what they mean is it affects cornerstones. So yeah, it can, and you have to be careful. Of course, you have those 15 seconds. I think it's 15 seconds, or maybe it's a little bit more, a little bit less. I think it's 15 seconds where your cornerstone is invulnerable. So even though if you like open it up and you throw a bomb, you won't destroy it. But after that, you can of course do that. But you kind of have like this little window where every time you place it somewhere new, you have this 15 seconds where you can't destroy anything. So some might be like wondering why I can't change my cornerstone or something like that because of that 15-second invulnerability. So if you did put it down, it's actually not going to. But I think it's like if you come back to it and you fly down, and if you have that passive, it's gonna destroy it. Let's see. Would there be possible to get free access to free cam in Club Worlds in the hub? It's on the current roadmap. Okay, that's not a big. But yeah, the free cam, that's what they use on the live stream, where they can zoom out and like go in and like they basically just like kind of creative mode kind of thing going on with the camera, of course. I think I don't know really why people would have this, but I guess some people would love to see that. With the new packs of heroes, Dragon class is available for Steam count. Likely available for in the game. It's like it's in the. It's probably going to be just through their own store and stuff like that. In chance we could get additional colors added to. It's basically more colors. That's maybe for the cube converter. Yeah. Create a smoother generate. Like okay, they just want more colors for the cube converter, and I think that would be great. I think I'm not a big builder person, but I know that few are, and they have definitely been looking for some new shades and stuff like that. You probably heard this before, but with the Chloromancer class, ever see a revisit? That's again with the can classes get buffs, reworked, whatever they call them, and yeah. He's in the list. Yeah, well, he's always on. Like all the classes are basically on the list to get buffed, right? Everything gets buffed, so people don't play them as much. Still, yeah, reworks, changed abilities, changed gameplay. Might see more. Yeah, instead of just buffing things. That's my opinion. If you have an opinion about that as well, reworks, balancing, buffs, nerfs, whatever. Put them in the comment down below on the video if you have any opinions about it yourself as well. Plasma fishing. I hope she really wants to give them out. Okay, that is in quest NPC. There's a quest NPC that gives you fishing quest in the clubs and stuff like that, and apparently she doesn't do much with the plasma fishing yet. Again, expand on the epic future plans of PvP. We talked about that in the last video. They say not yet, but it's gonna be fun. Right? Okay, so we again, like I said last time, is that let's see before we can do that. Next one I can see is one of the most best questions, and it should be something, and I have not read it yet, but I have read the first thing that says here, moon keys, fragments, and requirement, and stuff like that, which means people were asking if there's any plans to change the movement fragments. Currently the numbers are, it's 50 for, you need 50 shadow key fragments, which drop from Prime World 1 to 5, then 6 and 7, Prime World 6 and 7 drop moon keys, and then 8 and 9 drops Eclipse, right? If you didn't know that, I'm just explaining. And 50, the 50 is for the, you need 50 of these fragments, shadow key fragments, to make a shadow key. You need 200 for the moon keys and 200 for Eclipse keys, which seems really weird. Makes more sense for me if you could change it to 50, 100, and 200. And that is something we've talked about before. It definitely makes more sense to make it 50, 100, and 200 because 200 for the moon keys, it's a lot of keys out there. And now that you need to have these fragments, or you need these keys to get your Titan souls, your Lunar souls, whatever, right? Then I think it's absolutely essential that they would change this now that you need it like that. Let's see, you have more smoother transitions from normal to hard and ultra, yeah. There's no good logic here. It is just the way it was offered way back then. Unfortunately, there is not an easy fix, but the upcoming days of the week drop. Because they're changing. They are basically changing. There is now, if you're part of a club that has a fragments, you will get more fragments if they have that fixture in the club. So if there's a buff there, that works every day, right? But now Mondays, when the new update hits, the new Monday is Shadow Towers Day, which you get those extra souls, you get your extra shadow caches, I think that, or shadow fragments, whatever. I can't remember the exact, but you also get extra what is it called, shadow fragments or key fragments, basically, from different like I asked before. Seems like something on our radar. Maybe we'll see a change for that. So I don't know really why that would be. It's not an easy fix. Doesn't really make sense to me why it's not an easy fix. It's basically changing some numbers. And it would make definitely more sense to make it 50, 100, and 200, especially for newer players, and also the transition from like normal to hard and also ultra, of course. So again, I'm not the developer. I'm not sure why it is like that, but I would love to see it being like that for some people. Will I will be able to make bigger PvP maps? No. Okay, so there's again something with PvP maps. And again, the last question would be, will you ever let loot collecting starter coins into something? Class coins, loot collecting into double XP per starter coins do not. And that is true, but could we get them to do something? Because I also have a few of them lying in the inventory, and I can't use them really for anything at all. Make them loot collect maybe also into double XP potions. That'll just be a thing. I don't really need double XP potions, but if it's better than they just sit around in my inventory or anybody's inventory, really. So that was the live stream notes, or this was the news show of this week 11. So again, no release date on Heroes yet. So I think if it's going to be March, it's going to be next Tuesday. So basically a week and a day from now. We're going to know more next week on the new show about if we are going to see a release date for Heroes, or again, maybe we'll just hopefully have to wait until April. Yeah, this was the news show. If you liked it, subscribe, like the video, share with your friends. Anything at all helps. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next news show. Goodbye.